All right, we are going to set up a Webull uh, trade station. We're going to do this on a desktop, a PC desktop. So all you Mac users, you'll have to figure out what other buttons to press. But I'm going to start here and get this done. I've got a dead account here, and I am going to start by getting um, the screen clear. Um, to basically, so we are all starting from scratch. I do have my template somewhere. I hope I'm not ruining my template. And all right, and then remove this one too. Boom, nothing. Blank screen. All right, blank sheet of paper, everybody. So the goal here is to make a trading screen that, like mine, which is the ultimate setup you could possibly ever have. Anyway, so let's do that. So let's go into widgets. And the first thing we are going to add is our watch list so that we can see what is going on. So we need to find a watch list, which is, bear with me, here we go. The times code, blah, 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 blah. Stocks, it's got to be under here, right? Right. Am I right? Let's see here. Maybe general. Watch list. There we go. So we're going to add a watch. Oh, there it is. All right. Now we're going to throw this up in the top corner there, which is going to take the whole screen. And then we are going to minimize it a little bit. Close this. Oop. And we are going to add the next piece, which we will then, oh wow, lots of stuff in here. Look at all this. Okay, so this is not everything that I needed. I just wanted my, I just wanted symbols with my watch list. So let's see here. I need to get rid of some things here. Okay, so you can add up a bunch of things here. Here we go. This is what I was thinking. All right, let me close this for a second. See if I cannot get this to move. Display mode. All right, anyway, let's add the next piece and that'll help us originate this. So the next piece is going to be an option trading panel, which we are going to get in here. And we're going to look for a tab called options, which is this one, I believe. This is it. So we're going to add this widget. Here it is. I'll close the widget box. I want my options to come back up here. And I am going to add it to here. Come on. There we go. To the right of there. There we go. Now I'm going to spread it out over to here to knock over my options one and to force that one to tighten up. Now on my watch list, I need to get rid of positions and leave that stuff. Name. I'm just gonna get rid of all this stuff. There's too much stuff on here, so let's just get rid of all of it because we don't need it all. Don't need corporate actions, and click on done. And now we need to go to our stocks, which are here, and we need our ticker. So I need this condensed. Sorry, display mode is simplified. There we go. That's what I wanted. So if you saw what I did, it went here, display mode, and selected simplified. This is showing your stocks. You can add and subtract stocks in here and create additional watch lists all in here at your leisure. Now, so this is our options panel. So To fix this, we need to adjust a couple of things because we don't need everything here as beginning traders. And we also need to invert it because I trade like an upside down fool. So let's see. Let's open this up and let us go into here. Okay, so I need the bid and the ask. I don't need the last trade. I don't need the percentage change. I don't need the midpoint. I don't really need the implied volatility, but you could keep it. You could keep some of these things, but I like to keep it simple here. And the reason is because this is my execution tablet. So we can do research on options elsewhere, but as far as trading and trying to execute, we don't need all of this stuff right in here. So get rid of implied volatility. I leave open interest open. Delta's one that you could probably keep. Gamma, I don't really care about. And theta, of course, we need to know. So we will keep that one as well. Now that is done. We can click on done there. So that's narrowed this down a little bit, which is good. Next thing we need to do is to make sure we have everything we need. We have both puts and calls. That is good. We are inverted though. I needed to invert this again, which is that's statistics. So that's interesting. I didn't see that there before. Let's go here. We need to help me here. Come on. Ah, there we go. So now we are in ascending strike price. So what that means is what I just did here. This was ascending strike price, so it's 590, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do it opposite. I do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this way. So higher price, lower price. So that's why I put them in this order. What that does is that puts your in the money options on the top for puts and on the bottom for calls. So these are the out of the money options for calls, out of the money options for puts. And that is about it. I leave this at 6 for my initial look and for single legs, because that's most of the things that we typically do. And then I actually install another one on top of this. So I can take this and I can add a widget. I can add options again to this tab. So on this one, I'm going to leave 10 strikes open so that we can see it. And again, I got to fix the inversion here, and that's there. So you can switch between looking at something between 6 strikes and 10 strikes like this or like that. But realistically, what I use this for is if I want to do a more complex option, I can do that on this tab while I continue to keep my normalcy here on this tab. So that's the reason for opening it up twice. If you have other ones you want to do, like multiple different types of options, you can add a bunch of them on here. I don't know up to how many, but you can, and that will make it a little bit easier for you to switch between them instead of trying to find other things. All right, so the next thing that I need to do is I want to add in my first version of Turbo Trader. So I'm going back into here to widgets. I am going to find trading. I am going to go to Turbo Trader. What's Turbo Trader options? That's a new one. I haven't seen this one. Um, Regardless, I'm not interested in this one. I know exactly what I want. I want this Turbo Trader because I can simplify all these buttons and make things very, very easy to trade. So I'm going ahead and add that. There it is in its glory. I am going to close this and find it again. There it is. I'm going to bring it back and I am going to put it to the right of this panel. I am then going to add account details. Before I set this one up, I have to grid this all out. So there's a lot of space here that I need to get, and building this platform here has to be done in a certain way or it won't be easy to do things. So account details is something I'm going to do next. This is how you can keep track of what you have going on. And let's see, watch list, screeners. This is supposed to be in general, and it's not. Market, course, things are not always as easy as they appear. No. Okay, we can find this one after. I will start with a different one. I'm going to start with a chart. So I can chart here, I believe. Here. Chart. Where's my chart? Calendar. Okay, if I passed it, you can't yell at me because I can't hear you. There it is. Chart. So I'm going to add a chart. And I'm going to close this so I can add it. So I can lob it in here. So chart I'm going to add over to this side next to that. And then I am going to add in positions, and I'm going to put those on the bottom here. So you'll start to see all this stuff is going to start to condense, but I have to do it this way in order to get there. So the next thing I'm going to be looking for is positions, and I believe here it is. So I'm going to add in positions and close that, pop it back open, put positions, and I'm going to put positions on the bottom. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Can I undo it when I don't want to do it? I can, and I will, or I can do this too. I can just detach it. That's what I wanted to do. And I'm going to bring it here, and I'll put it underneath this one. So you'll see that the little circular icon with the drops is in this frame. Here it's in this frame. Here it's in this frame. Once you have these, you can't put it in the overall unless you go here, and then you could put it in the overall to be down, which is closer to what I wanted, but I actually want it between these two. But I can't put it between these two until I take the whole space and then I condense the space here. Sounds really retarded, but this is how it works. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add another widget, and I'm going to be looking for orders. I believe it is this one. No, that's order entry. I don't want that one yet. I want orders, which is here. Perfect. So this is going to tell me all my orders. I'm going to add that widget. Again, I'm going to close this so you guys can see it, pop it back up. I'm going to move it over to the right of this one. All right, we have our general layout. So we're getting a little closer to what I want here. I've got a couple more widgets to add, and then we can start fine tuning these. So I need to actually duplicate this one. So I want to add another widget, and I want it to be the same. Copy this one, and I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it right below the other one. And I'll show you why in a little bit. Then I want to do what now? I got those two. Oh, I need to duplicate this one, positions. I'm going to add a widget, copy positions. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put it below this one. There we go. We're starting to get there now. I have one more thing, which I like to have account details up here so you can see your progress during the day and that. But I've already made a mistake because these positions go all the way here, which has completely taken the watch list out, which was not my intent. My intent was to have that open. So I have to move this out this space, and I'm going to have to take this, detach this, and I'm going to, find it again. Here it is. And I'm going to bring this and put it on the whole panel. So I need that blue line doing that whole panel so I can let go of it and it can take all of it. And you see that just crushed everything else, which is fine. I will then bring it back into reality, which is right here is how we want it. We're starting to look a lot like what I want it to be. I need one more piece up on the top here, which is the account information. I'm going to try general again and see if I missed something here. I don't know why it's not here. It should be. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, I'm going to go to market and see if there's something weird on the bottom here. No. Okay. We're going to have to skip the one piece that I wanted because they don't have it in here. Just double checking in here. I think maybe you could do this one. You maybe could do that one. So let's try this. Let's see if I can get this one to function. Oh, I won't be able to. All right, we're just going to leave it out for right now. and that would go up here. But nonetheless, we want to, let's start to fix all this stuff up. So the way I have mine set, again, I have a little more room on my options, so I'm going to bring that over. These are my buy buttons over here, so this is fine. And I actually like to have Turbo Trader on here more than once. Where did that go? Oh, in here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it not above it. I'm going to put it in it. There we go. So we have two of those Turbo Traders. I technically trade with three of them. So I'm going to duplicate this again. Copy Turbo Trader. Oh, you know what? I'm going to copy them after, actually. Sorry, but we'll figure that out. So, all right, let's go in and explain everything here. So we've got the option one. We set this one up already. So that one's good to go. Let's go down and set positions. So positions, I want to set to a conditional filter. Um, and before I do that, I'm actually going to duplicate this one too. I'm going to show you why there too. I am going to copy positions, and I'm going to put positions next to positions there. So my left position is going to be my options positions. My right position is going to be stock positions. So left one, I'm going to set a conditional filter. I'm going to take off stocks. I'm going to take off ETFs. I'm going to take off bonds, and it's going to be options only. And then filtering it from there. Oops, sorry, these filters are showing up elsewhere. Nope, that's good. So that's fine there. So this is just going to show me options. I'm going to set this one the same way. And conditional filter, turn off stocks, ETFs, and bonds. And this one is going to be that too. This one, however, I'm going to set my conditional filter, and I'm going to turn off options. And so this one single tab right here will hold all of my stock positions in it right there so we can see them. So this will be options, this will be stocks. We won't ever have them on at the same time, but we will be able to look at them separately. So there we have that. Now I'm going to go over to orders today. On this one, I want this one to display uh, simplified, and I want it to display the, let's see, I want it to display, I'm sorry, I'm going to look over at my template on the other computer here, and I want this to display, let's say it's not going to do this for me, is it? Maybe not. But anyway, we got the orders here, and I'm going to go into the detail of them, but this will be the basic setup here. This is where I'm going to have all my working orders. So I'm going to set this to show me anything that's working. And I'm going to set this one to show anything that's already happened. So this is going to be orders history. Let me change this to history. Yep. That's complete. I want it to actually be simplified, and I want it to be, come on, I don't know where these are going. They're going like up to the top, which is funny. They are going to be, let me do it here. I have to do it when it's open. I want this one to be history. Is that there? No, it's not. Okay, so we're going to have to fix that one to do that later. Most importantly, we are going to go to Turbo Trader, and we are going to make some settings in here. So going to open our first Turbo Trader settings right here. And what we're going to do is all these top ones are stocks. Since this is not a stock layout, we're going to go get rid of all that. And then this is all options. Now, most buy market options won't work on Webull. They haven't anyway. So we need to buy options the way we want to do them. So what I have done is I have set up parameters here. So I have, you can buy one, and you can buy 10. Oop, hold on. Buy one, buy 10, by 50. Okay, so we have those three. And then we're going to delete. So we have a sell at market, sell at bid. We're going to get rid of those. We don't have any selling here. We're just buying. And then order settings is quantity. We're not going to turn that on. We're going to turn off order confirmation. Ooh, yeah. I turn off order confirmations. Turn off sub orders. And then we go down here. We leave this, we take off reverse. We leave flatten. Flatten is a great feature. And then we go down to, we don't need position. We don't need working orders, but we're going to keep close. So we have close and flatten and click on done. Okay, what you have here is a basic buying platform with buy one option, buy 10 options, buy 5 options. When I click on one, I can click buy, buy, or buy, and they're in the wrong order. So this happens. So if it's in the wrong order, this is 1, 10, 5. All we got to do is go back into the Turbo Trader settings, and we got to take off the, let's see, we take out the 10 because the 10 is in the middle. Take that one off, click done, go back into settings, and then go back into 10 and say I'll put it on the bottom. Now you may not have buy 5, buy 10, buy 50, whatever. You may not have those. So if you don't have those, you can create them, and we'll do that on the next one. So on the next Turbo Trader, what I usually use this next one for is to add in a stop loss. So we'll go back into the settings for this one, get rid of all the stock trading pieces, um, and get rid of all of the option pieces as well. And then we're going to buy one with a, oop, that's a stop loss. Buy, where's my one? Okay, so we're going to, let's pretend I don't see it. I don't see it. So I'm going to go here to this plus button. I'm going to create a custom button. I'm going to call this one buy one stop loss. Okay, that's my button. And it's going to apply to options, and it's the buy side. And click create. So there it is. So buy one stop loss. I'm going to order type is a limit order. They always are. Contract numbers, I am going to choose this one as 1. And for the price, I'm going to pay what the ask is so I can get it. You can also narrow down your buys. And I recommend doing this if you're really playing with it, but I typically just pay whatever's asking unless I'm going to add a limit order, which I'll show you how to do separately. And then you can add your stop loss. So you can add your stop loss, and I'll leave it at 20%. And I'll click on done. And that will be that one, but I forgot to click it. So now I'm going to go back into settings, and I want to add that one that I just created. Buy one stop loss. There it is. So now I click. I have to check this box to add it in. I'm going to go to buy 5 stop loss to add that one in, and then I want to go to buy 10 with a stop loss, or buy 20 with stop loss, or 100. Where we go? Here's 20. Buy 20 and buy 100. Okay, so now I'm going to click done. So now I have buy 1, buy 5, buy 20, buy 100. I have 4 buy orders ready to go without with stop losses, and those stop losses are automatic. But I need to go back in here because there's some other settings I forgot to change in here. I need to get rid of quantity, order confirmations, sub orders, no reverse. Honestly, don't know what reverse does yet. Keep close, get rid of working orders, and get rid of position, and now I'm ready to go. So now I can click on an option. I can buy quantities that I want, and they automatically have a stop loss. So watch what I'm doing here. No stop loss, stop loss. No stop loss, stop loss. Got it? Flatten closes any orders that are open. Close closes everything at market, whatever you have. So if you click on an option down here and you click close, it shows it. Now I'm going to duplicate this one again, copy it. Oop, where'd it go? Give it back. There it is. I'm going to add this one into here as well. Boom. Okay, so that should be the same. This is Turbo Trader 1. I'm going to take this one now, the third one, and I'm going to settings. And I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to unclick the ones I had. And I'm going to add stop losses and take profit. So I'm going to buy 1 stop loss, take profit. Buy 10 stop loss, take profit. And I thought I have a 50 and 100 too. Where is it? I don't see it, but let's just lose those two. So then if I go into those settings, you'll see And if you have to create a new one, you can create a new one. Now let's do it. Let's make another one. So I'm going to make another one called buy 100. Stop loss, take profit. And it's funny, you name it, but it doesn't really, it doesn't. Anyway, so it's sets the options, buy side, create, boom, here we are. That's it. I'm going to check the box ahead of time. Single option, limit order. It's going to be buy 100 contracts. It's going to be buying it at the ask. It's going to be no offset, no rounding. Day is the time in force is day, not good till canceled because I don't want it to buy tomorrow morning if I don't get it. I'm going to have 20% stop loss, 20% take profit. I'm going to click done, and those should be in order. So here we go. So now I have these three options. So if I select an option that I want to buy, whatever I have highlighted here is what this is talking about. You can see it change right here when I click on it. Okay, so here's buy 1, buy 20, buy 100. Stop loss of negative 20%, take profit of 20%. It's automatic. So whenever I click that button, I bought 100. If I lose 20%, it gets me out. If I make 20%, it gets me out. And that's that. I think that's the basics for here. This chart also reflects anything you put in here. I need to show you guys more on this, but I got to go to another account to do so. I have a dummy account that's got like $1 in it so that I can do that for you, but I don't want to open this one up. And that's really how you set it up. Oh, remember, when you're done or while you're going throughout the day where you're setting this up, because they are very finicky, you need to name these or save them. Save as customized layouts. You have to click this button. This will show up, and then I'll write TR setup on here, and I'll click on save. And now this setup is saved successfully, and we're good to go. So now you have a brief setup on here. You can add whatever stocks you want to in here and use them here. So you can go swap from SPY, boom, now I'm in NVIDIA options, boom, now I'm in coin options. Whenever you click on whatever's over here, it actually opens the main chart for the stock here. And then when you click on the option, you're now looking at the option chart. Okay, and that's why I like this setup, because it's really easy to buy and sell. This is informational all down here, but this is executional all up here. So my execution is scan, find what I pick the stock, I find what I want to buy. Oh, not here. I want to do a butterfly. Boom. I click on the one that I want to buy. I buy the position. I can watch the uh, the chart on that option, and it'll show up in here while it's executing. I can flatten, which means I can exit the execution at any time by hitting this button. And then once it's executed and it's in position, it'll show up here for calls, as I'll show you next time, and I show up for puts down here, and then we can close it. One more feature I did want to add is I add a, if you want to buy manual, which I do on occasion, you can buy manual by using the order entry feature. So I'm going to add this widget in here, which is right here. And I'm going to take it and drop it down, and I always put it in here like this, but I put it ahead of position, so I slide in there. Now, order entry, what that does is it gives you the ability to put all the information in here that you want. So you can set order entry as a template too. So whatever you want that to be. So I have it set at 20. You can set your trade settings to anything you want them to be, and close that out, and then you're good to go. If you ever are in one, so for instance, if you click on the ask on this particular spread, it's got that set ready to go. If you ever want to clear it, you go right here to the top left, delete all, it's gone. Back to positions, don't forget, because you probably have puts sitting in here. And again, this is my put positions. These are my call positions. These are my orders in progress or flow. And these are my history of orders. And then there's all sorts of settings I have in here, which I will do in another video because this one was long enough. But I hope you got the gist of it. And this and being able to do the trading portion of here is crucial, so you can see what's going on. So I hope that helps. And thanks very much. Bye.